Hey guys, it's Shauna Brookman again. It's been a few weeks since I've done a video. Um, I'm gonna try to tone it down a little bit. I know I get a little emotional and I start to rant, rave, lose track of thought or train of thought, which is not unusual for me. I lose my train of thought quite often, which I'm sure anybody out there that has some mental health issues and trauma that they start to talk about, they tend to let their emotion get a hold of them, and which makes the train of thought process even harder. Today I'm going to talk to you guys. I was supposed to have had a ketamine infusion done for my physical aspect, which is my complex regional pain syndrome. I was supposed to have it done on the 14th, and then I got a call about 2 days before from the doctor's office telling me that they're understaffed with nurses at the hospital, so they're no longer going to be doing the infusions at the hospital. So now that they're going to be doing them in the doctor's office, they've scheduled me for the day before Thanksgiving of all days. And when you have a ketamine infusion, if you've never had one, you literally can't walk afterwards because it's 4 hours you endure of them pumping you full of the ketamine infusion and giving you stuff for anxiety. So, because it can tend to, some of the side effects can tend to be hallucinations, sometimes scary hallucinations that feel real that you can't get out of. So they do give you something for anxiety called Versed that is supposed to actually help you not remember those things if you go through them during the process of being sedated for it all, which does help a little bit. I didn't really have any memories of what was going on until probably the last hour, maybe 30 minutes. It was not very long. I do know that before I woke up. But when you wake up from it, your balance is off. I guess it messes with your equilibrium, so you can't walk on your own. It does cause some nausea. But yes, they've set it for the 27th, the day before Thanksgiving, which is a little unsettling because there were the certain things that I needed to start cooking that day, which now I will not be able to do. So my husband will be doing the homemade miracle bread that we're having instead of me doing it. And a couple of the other things that need to be prepared the day before Thanksgiving. We've already set up our Christmas tree only because we haven't had a Christmas tree in years. And finally, we bared down and did get that piece by piece. And we wanted to make sure everything was what we had actually ordered. Anyways, for those of you out there who deal with manic episodes, I've been dealing with that a lot lately. Manic episodes tend to make you seem to bounce off walls. You've got to clean. You've got to stay busy somehow or another. You're all over the place. It's the high end of bipolar. And then sometimes, it could last for days. It could last for weeks. And I'm sorry about my appearance. My right eye is a little swollen and red. I have pink eye or some sort of bacteria that got into my eye, so I'm on antibiotics for it, so I apologize for that. I also sprained my ankle and my foot because my husband went to move the couch, and before I could get out of the way, he kind of dropped it on my ankle, on my Achilles tendon. So now I'm in an air cast on my right foot because they are pretty certain that I tore and ripped some ligaments back behind or around my Achilles tendon. So I have to have a doctor's appointment set up to have an MRI done. But back to the manic thing. I know there's a lot of people out there that deal with manic episodes. The best thing I have found to be able to do is, and it's hard, I do get up and I do clean house and do the laundry and vacuum the house and sweep the garage and sweep the back porch. But I've learned to do it in small areas here and there. I don't do it constantly. I try to avoid it, which there's times that it's hard. It's really hard to control it. When you're manic, it's hard to sleep, even if you like me, I have insomnia. I take medication to help me sleep, and there are times I'm so manic that my insomnia medicine is almost like I didn't take anything at all. So I look like a crazy person for a few days. The depression part of it is pretty rough because you lose time and memories that you could have developed with your family or your friends, or exercise you could have done, because the depression aspect of it makes you tend to want to just lay around. So I have gotten to where, as hard as it is, it's really hard. Believe me, I know. But I tend to, throughout the day, lay down for a little bit and then I'll make myself get up. I kind of put a timer on my phone, and every hour or so I will get up and make myself do something around the house, or go for a walk, or, if I can, like I said, I do have CRPS, and it's in my legs, so I have a lot of pain there. But I want you to understand that bipolar or not, you're not alone. And just because you're bipolar does not mean you can't lead a happy life. In the beginning, when I was diagnosed, I actually had doctors tell me they didn't think my marriage would last because my husband has PTSD, I have PTSD and bipolar, along with many other things. We have, to be honest, we have been divorced twice, married 3 times, all since 2006. So, but even when we were divorced, we were friends. We talked on the phone. We both made mistakes. We realized that. We seeked counseling and help for marriage counseling. And of course, I still see my psychiatrist and everything. I was supposed to see a therapist, but personally for me, that wasn't working. I don't know about you guys. It may work great, and if it does, keep it up. Keep it up, because getting help, asking for help alone it's the first step, but it is a very hard step, especially when you have to start opening up about, what you've been through, what's going on, what you think, what you feel, how you feel, why you feel the way you feel, and all of that. But I have found that for me personally, and I've said this before to you guys, up until I was 18, all my trauma from the time I was 5 up until about 21 or 22, off and on, throughout my life, I went through trauma, and had mental health issues I was dealing with. But I didn't get help until 18, it wasn't something, that I guess my parents thought I needed. I don't blame them for that. But I got pregnant at 17. I was engaged. And I knew that with me fixing to have a baby, that if I couldn't take care of me and deal with my problems, there was no way I was going to be able to be a mother and do right by my child. So I asked for help. And I've received help ever since. But I have found that making these videos for you guys, it's not only, to help you guys out, but for me, it's a type of therapy. I'm allowing the world to know who I am, what I've been through, and feel like, I'm not holding it in, and I'm not sitting in a therapist's office one-on-one with a therapist and four walls, and that's as far as it goes. To me, that wasn't working because I felt like I was taking everything I was holding in, which was hard, and just putting it into like a shoebox, and keeping it a big secret. And to me, I kind of woke up one day after listening to certain people's videos and things like that, maybe I'll try this. And so far, it's really helped. I'm sure there's some people out there that don't agree with me, that, making videos like this and talking about their problems in detail, it may not help them. But I'm here to tell you there's something and someone or something or someone or some way that you can attack it head on, and you can take control of your life. For the longest time, I thought that, oh my God, my problems are controlling my life, and felt like there was nothing I could do about it. I really had never met anybody that had the same problems that I've got, or even close. And that was because I secluded myself and didn't let the world know who I was. As far as the anxiety goes, I do have severe anxiety, more so at night when the sun goes down. I feel like I almost feel claustrophobic, as if I can't see my surroundings, so I feel more tense and my anxiety goes up because it's dark, of course. You can't see your surroundings as well at night when it's dark outside. Because it's not necessarily that all my trauma happened at nighttime. That was not the case. A lot of it actually happened during the day, which is why even during the day, I am always watching my surroundings. I'm very protective of my children because I do know the harsh reality of this world and the dangers that are out there. And in some ways, I believe it's helped me be a better mom. But at the same time, it's also made it to where, I've kind of sheltered my children. More so my oldest son, who I actually have and lives with me. My other two live with their father. And I do worry about them because, of course, I'm not there to protect them. I'm not there to give them a shoulder to cry on. And I miss them, tremendously. And that's part of my nightmares. I have nightmares because, my daughter will call me and tell me something, or I'll talk to my son and they'll be going through something and I'll have nightmares about it. Because I'm not there and I can't control it. So I've had to learn techniques to try to breathe through that and work my way through it. I've learned to appreciate the fact and accept the fact that I am a good mom. I have made mistakes, as all parents do. I think one thing that parents should do is, when you make a mistake, admitting that mistake to your children and telling them, I messed up and I should have gone about this differently. I failed you by not doing this or by doing this. Accountability. I hold myself accountable for the things I've done wrong or the things that I should have done. You know, just remember, it's not your fault. It's part of you. It is who you are. And who you are is beautiful. But like I said, taking that first step for help it's very difficult. I love and support each and every one of you and have great appreciation for you guys, especially if you're watching videos like this one or other people talking to you about mental health and trauma in your life and physical illnesses, because you're taking a step towards help and advice. Because no, I'm not a professional, but I'm willing to give you guys advice. You can find me on Instagram under Shauna Brookman 1983. You can email me at shaunabrookman3@yahoo.com. You can find me on Facebook under Shauna Brookman. It's the picture that has the word Texas at the bottom, because for some reason I got hacked a few years ago and there's a few different Shauna Brookman accounts with my picture. But just reach out and learn to give yourself credit, for your improvements. Even if it's a small improvement, it's an improvement. You're working on it. You deserve to give yourself credit and a pat on the back. You deserve to be listened to. You deserve to get the help. We're all here for a purpose. All of us. And honestly, since I've started doing these YouTube videos, I would truly like to be able to do talks at schools to children that are going through mental health issues. I would like to travel the world and be on stage with a group of people, out in the audience, listening to me, but also more so, ask questions. I may not know the answer to all of them, but I want to, be out there to, I guess you could say, mentor or, just help and talk and be with a group of people that we understand one another. We've all been through different things. Share our thoughts together, not just my own, but share stories, share different ways that you've learned to cope that may help someone else as well. Because like I said, one person's way of coping and things they do that help may not necessarily help someone else, but it may. And that's a chance I'm willing to take. I hope you guys will like and share this video. I will do some more. I'm trying to kind of cut down on the time on them, so you're not having to sit here and listen to an hour video. But, just remember, strive. These are the things that I keep continuing to tell myself. Have strength, strive, motivation, inspiration, and stay alive. And I don't only mean it in the sense of alive living, but alive inside, where you're learning to be happy. Be alive. Be alive. You know, give yourself credit. Pat yourself on the back for every accomplishment. Don't put yourself down and say, yeah, okay, I did one thing, whoop-de-doo. No, one thing is one thing. Give yourself credit for that. Just strive to do more. Continue to fight for yourself and for your life so that you can be happy, the happy you want to be, and have, you know, people who've been through what you've been through, or even people who haven't gone through anything at all, you know, let them know who you are. And when you do let those people know who you are, you will find out who is a true friend or truly wants to be there for you and help you, you know, versus the people who, okay, I've learned who she is or he is, and I'm not so sure I want to be around this person. Well, then that's their loss, because you're an amazing person. You're honest, and as long as you're honest about who you are, what you do and what you've done, what you've been through, the fights you've gone through, the battles that you've won, the battles you've lost, you know, if someone can't accept you for being honest, whether it's brutally honest like I am a lot of the time, or just outright honest. If you're being honest about who you are and you are pouring your heart and soul out to others like I do right now on YouTube, you're going to have people that don't like you or choose to not talk to you anymore, but you're also going to have that group of people that appreciate you. And that is something to be happy about. That is something to look forward to. It's the people who walk away, that's their loss, because for you to do what you're doing makes you a very strong, very amazing, inspirational, and beautiful person. So continue the great work, and as I say, strive, strength, inspire, stay alive, and be you. I will talk to you guys later. Please like, share, and subscribe, because there is someone else out there, like I said, that may need the talk, may need someone to talk to. You know, any information I can give you guys in order to reach out to me, I will. I just want to be there for people. I love to help people. I'm trying to help myself as well, because I know I need to in order to help other people properly. So keep up the good work. Please like, share, and subscribe. Definitely share and subscribe so that we can come together and work on our, you know, our progress and things we can do to progress even more. So we can do it together as a team. Share it, because there are people out there that need this. They need that person to know they're not alone. And the shares and subscriptions mean a lot to me, because that gives me a bigger group of people that I feel I can reach out to and help or discuss matters with. I wish I could go live on YouTube, but I can't until I reach 1,000 subscribers, because I would love to go live and talk to you guys so badly. Like I said, you can catch me on Facebook, Shauna Brookman, and it's a picture of me, and then it has the word Texas below it. That's the picture, that's the Facebook page I'm actually on and that I use. And as of November the 28th, I will be off of Facebook jail and I will do live videos. And I really hope to see you guys there so we can try to work through these together and help one another out, because that's important. Being there for others and taking care of yourself. So I will talk to you guys later. Sorry it took me a few weeks to get back to you guys. I will try to do better. It's just been hectic with the holidays and everything going on. But I will talk to you guys later. Much love. I love you all. Keep up the great work. Goodbye.